Hi everyone, I am Divya and welcome to our channel. Here, we explore the fascinating world of technology, breaking down complex concepts and making them easy to understand. You can expect new videos related to electronics engineering. If you are excited to join me on this journey, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you won't miss out. Today, we're going to explore about Mod 6 counter using system Verilog. To begin, let's start with some foundational ideas that will help us grasp the key concepts. Before we dive into today's topic, let's start by discussing the basic ideas about System Verilog. System Verilog is a hardware description and verification language that extends Verilog, a traditional hardware description language, by adding new features to enhance hardware design and verification. It is used to model, simulate, and test complex digital systems, such as integrated circuits and system on a chip. Now that we've covered System Verilog, it's a great time to move on to Mod 6 counter. A Mod 6 counter is a digital counter that counts from 0 to 5 and then resets to 0, repeating the cycle. It is called Mod 6 inches because it counts 6 unique states before resetting. This type of count is commonly used in digital circuits and can be implemented using flip-flops. Here are the steps to execute a program in Eder Playground. Visit Eder Playground and sign up for an account if you haven't done so. You can use the platform without an account, but saving projects and accessing advanced features requires one. Here's an explanation of the provided System Verilog test bench code for a Mod 6 counter. Module TB-Mod. This line declares a test bench module named TB-Mod. Test benches typically don't have ports because they are meant to test a design internally. Wire 2:0 count. This declares a 3-bit wide wire named count that will be used to store the output of the Mod 6 counter instance. Red CLK reset. This declares two registers, CLK and reset, which will be used to drive the clock and reset signals for the counter. Design under test. This line instantiates the Mod 6 counter module and connects its ports to the test bench signals. This initial block is responsible for generating the clock signal. CLK equals 0, initializes the clock signal to 0. Every 2 time units, the clock signal toggles between 0 and 1. This effectively creates a clock with a period of 4 time units. This initial block is another separate block that starts at time 0. This system task continuously monitors the specified signals CLK, reset, count, and current simulation time and prints their values whenever any of them change. Initially sets the reset signal high to reset the counter, waits for 10 time units before executing the next line. After 10 time units, it sets the reset signal low, allowing the counter to start counting. Dump.vcd. This command specifies the name of the VCD file where simulation data will be stored. Dump was. This command tells the simulator to record all variables in the dump file. Waits for 200 time units before ending the simulation. Let's go through the design code of Mod 6 counter module. Module Mod 6 counter. This line defines a new module named Mod 6 counter. It takes 3 ports: count, CLK, and reset. The count is the output, while CLK and reset are inputs. Output reg declares count is a 3-bit wide register. The reg keyword indicates that count will store a value that can be updated in procedural blocks. Input CLK, reset. This declares 2 input signals, clock signal and reset signal. Next line starts an always block that triggers on the negative edge of the CLK signal. This means the code inside the block will execute every time the clock signal transitions from high to low. Begin the block of code that will execute when the negative edge of the clock occurs. If reset checks whether the reset signal is asserted or not. If reset is high, the count is reset to 0. This means that when the reset is activated, the counter starts over. If reset is not asserted, this condition checks if the current value of count is less than 5. If count is less than 5, it increments count by 1. This allows the counter to count from 0 to 5. End closes the always block, completing the definition of the counter's behavior, and end module marks the end of the Verilog module definition. Once you're in the editor, select the language or hardware description language you want to use. Here we use System Verilog. Select a suitable simulation tool. For instance, you might choose Icarus Verilog for System Verilog. After writing your code and configuring the options, click the Run button located at the top of the editor. The platform will compile and simulate your design. After running the simulation, The results and output will appear in the code editor. If there are errors or issues in your code, you can check the logs for details and go back to the code editor to make changes. As an output, each bit would have a waveform with rising and falling edges, based on the count sequence. The transitions happen at different times for each bit based on their significance. After reaching count 5, the counter resets, and the sequence repeats starting from 0. Thank you for watching.
So